name is Mike Farmer.
Mike, where are you from?
Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria, Illinois. Is that near Chicago?
Yeah, 2 hours away from Chicago.
Very good, very good. Looks like you got a $1 million bill there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the $1 million bill's got a $1 million question on it.
This is a fake.
Totally fake, yeah. Man, if that was real, would you be walking around this neighborhood with that thing?
Hell no.
There ain't no way.
You
get robbed and beaten down. So that thing, it's got a $1 million question on it. $1 million question is, where do you think you'll go when you die? You think you go to heaven or hell when you fall?
Heaven.
Heaven. Okay, why's that?
Because I don't do anything bad. I don't harm human beings.
Okay, gotcha.
Would you kill anybody?
Would you consider yourself to be like a morally good person, like a good guy or something? Okay,
Yeah,
sure. So, you know what God's standards are for goodness? What He measures me and you and everybody else by is the 10 Commandments. You ever heard of the 10 Commandments?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Okay. The 9th one says that you and I are never supposed to tell lies, ever. Okay? How many lies do you think you've told in your entire life? How many lies do you think you've told in your entire life?
Million.
Okay. I had a lady over here just ago. She told me 2 million. So you're needed to catch up to her. What would that make you if you tell lies? If I lied to you, what would you call me? If I lied to you, what would you call me?
Liar.
That's true. Absolutely. Have you ever stolen anything, regardless of value?
What else called?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Sure, yeah, right. Most people have, you know. I mean, isn't it interesting, though, when you're young, you still remember that you did that years and years later. You know, your conscience, like, pricks you and goes, hey, man, you did something wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So what does that make you if you steal something? If I stole your wallet and ran off, what would you call me? That's true, absolutely. One other quick question, man. I appreciate your time. Jesus said in the New Testament, you've heard it said old, you shouldn't commit adultery. And He says if you look at a woman and lust after her, that you commit adultery with her in your heart. Have you ever looked at a woman and lusted after her or had like a sexual thought towards her? Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, every guy I know says absolutely, yeah, we're all guilty there. So by your own admission, I'm not judging you, but what you told me, you're a liar, a thief, and an adulterer. And you got to stand before God on Judgment Day. So if He judges you by just those 3 commandments, are you going to be guilty or innocent of breaking His law?
Guilty, but He forgives.
Sure, right. That's it. He does. Do you think if He's a good judge, you know, because judges here, you can buy them off. Some people get justice by walking in and handing $100,000 to the judge and then get off the hook. He can't be bought off. You know what I mean? So if He judges you, do you think He would send you to heaven or to hell based on your guilt?
Heaven.
Based on your guilt, He'd still send you to heaven as a lawbreaker, you think?
The main thing is not to kill anybody.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna throw one at you. Ready? In the New Testament, Jesus said, "You've heard it said of old that you shouldn't murder." Okay. And He says, if you're angry or hate somebody, that you're a murderer in your heart. Have you ever been angry or hated somebody? That hurts, man. I saw that one, and I said, you know, I was in a lot of fights when I was a kid. I was not a good fighter. I used to get beat up probably about 3/4 of the time. I said, you know, according to that standard, I'm guilty. I'm in a lot of trouble, you know, because I'm a murderer by God's standard. You know, it's intent, you know. Like somebody can say, I'm going to murder somebody, and they never carry it out, but because they said it, they can be arrested for intent. You know what I mean? Even though they never carry it out. So, as a liar, a thief, an adulterer, and a murderer at heart, how are you looking on Judgment Day? I know. Me too. I looked at the same standard, and I was toast, you know. So does that concern you at all? I mean, that you might wind up in hell?
Yes.
You want me to tell you how not to go there?
I sent you Moses. That's what I'm sticking to. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'm doing the same thing Abraham did. Abraham, when he was in the idol shop, and he was bringing the idols.
I got to bounce.
You got to run, man. Here, let me tell you this real quick thing. You and I really deserve hell because we've broken the law. You know, really, we're lawbreakers, and God doesn't want to send us to hell, but He will because He's just. You know, but 2,000 years ago, man, He turned sent Jesus to die on the cross so that you and I can go to heaven if we repent and put our trust and faith in Him alone to save us, you know. So I urge you, man, if you've never done that, you know, to do it. I don't get paid for this, you know. I don't make any money, but I just love you and love other people and want to see them go there, you know.
Hey, then I can get another one?
Yeah, sure.